Hey y'all, welcome back to Major Talk Weekend. What's up?
What's happening?
What's good in the hood?
It's your girl Santia.
And I'm Shamika.
Yes, we chilling at the hotel, y'all. So
Yes,
we in a different location.
trying to find some relaxation.
Yes, same realness, same realness. Truth coming at you. So today we're gonna talk about active fathers.
Active fathers, which we all know what that means. You know,
Some don't.
or mothers. It can be mothers too. So let's not get it twisted, because sometimes mothers don't have custody. The kids, So
Being active parents. We say that.
and that, yeah, it's definitely, I feel like, could be, when you have kids, it's a big responsibility, but you gotta also know who you having kids with,
For sure.
because not only the genes and all that you have to worry about, but it's if they're gonna help take care of them.
Craziness.
Yeah.
Like you
The
gotta know
mental.
where they coming from for real. Got to.
Yes. So dealing with that, I feel like when I love an active father. I love them kind of men. They just melt my little heart at times. So I love to see men taking their kids, walking them down the street with strollers.
Notice some dudes do that because they know
That
they
women.
catching women like that.
Mhm.
Because I know I've heard
But I just love to see
dudes
it.
say it. Yeah.
Now.
Like, yeah, I'm about to get my son, we about to go to the mall and da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, and then
I ain't talking about walking around no mall.
or whatever. You know what I'm
know,
saying?
maybe taking
Taking
the
their kids
on a
somewhere.
little walk
Yeah.
down the street, maybe, whatever it
But
is.
what I'm saying though
But
is
it's
dudes
an act
do
to
it.
see it
just
all the
to-
time.
Right.
You know.
Dudes do it sometimes just to attract women though. So be wise, women.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
Puppies too.
sometimes,
So cute.
But if you go to a man's house and see that they have a room for their kids, they have their own apartment, signs like that might be good. Because they most likely probably get their kids, they probably spend time with their kids, they have their own apartment,
Yeah.
stuff like that. You will
True.
see it around their house because, kids that come on a regular, well, you will see it, you will notice it.
Some of them will bait you though.
Yeah.
No,
They're going to go buy an apartment and put toys in it just to get you.
So
Like-
we'll go to extreme.
That's
Like,
no,
yeah.
they're like they just had their
They
kid
just-
one day and
Started up a lie like, oh, she like that. I got my
But-
son. You give them one conversation. You say, oh, that's good. You got your son, and then they gonna go on that lie, and then they gotta make everything look like that lie is what it is. Like for real. I'm like,
yeah, I can agree. I mean, I wouldn't go to the extreme of all that
but they
to
will.
please anybody. That's just ridiculous. Like if you got a job, I'll be cool with that now.
For real.
I didn't even have to know you had kids. So I ain't got. I mean, if when you first meet somebody, that's how I feel. I'm not in it. When I first meet somebody, I don't be in it. Just to be like, okay, now if we progress, but not in the first, little 6 months or whatever,
Yeah.
9 years or whatever.
But if they know that that's something you like, though, they will. Yeah, they will bait for sure.
But yeah, so I really like the father, situation. I just think that we need more men like that, because it is a lot of kids getting raised without their fathers, mothers. Like it's more fathers than it probably is mothers, because I know a lot of women, from mine that I know, at least try to take care of their kids. Even if their kids got taken away, they worked as hard as they could to get them kids back. You know what I'm saying? So I know them kind of women. But it's some women that just said to hell with it and kept having kids and got them taken too.
Yep.
By the system. So, but far as men, I think it's a real big responsibility for them.
Yeah.
And some men not ready They ready to, have sex and all that, but they just not ready for the responsibility of, what I'm saying. Sometimes
Being
it can
an
be
actual father.
just like, oh, I have a baby with that woman. You know what I'm saying? Type of, it can be like that.
And a lot of times they be screaming how they take care of their kids. You'll hear a lot of I take care of my kids, I take care of my kids. But they definition of taking care of their kids is not quite taking care of the kids. They like, oh, here goes some money and that's taking care of. No, that's not taking care of your kids. Because you want to pass out some money with a flick of the wrist. That's nothing.
Right.
I mean, how about doing homework, picking them up, taking them to parks, mall, wherever, take them off the mom sometimes.
Work.
Let her do, have a moment to herself. You don't ever
Or
hardly
2
see that.
week or 2.
Yeah.
A month, maybe a year. That's the kind. That's the kind of stuff I feel like it should happen. I think that men should be able to. So when it comes to certain things, I feel like they think they're obligated to a lot of things that I just feel like they ain't obligated to. Things of which nature, if the parent is, if I'm taking care of this child, household, all these things that it needs to take care of the child, that's what I have to do as a mom. My job would be to make sure that they have a roof over their head. If we're not together, that's what I do. But your job is to make sure that, to help out if needed.
Yeah.
That's how I look at things. I don't know how
Not
everybody
just
else.
financially, though.
Yeah, it don't have to be only
That's-
financially.
yeah.
You can pick them up after school, help them with their homework. Take some weight off of the mother. When all that is put on her plate, that's a lot. And I just feel like, sometimes as women, we don't get the credits for the stuff that we do. But, hey,
Yeah.
we definitely need the credit. Because we go beyond for these kids.
So, do you think child support is enough? That's our question. Is child support enough?
No, child support will never be enough, and I'm tired of people complaining about paying child support. You don't have your kid.
Like, if you ask me, you can keep your money, get your kids. Like,
Yeah,
I
spend time
don't
with
want
them.
your money. Like,
The money is
They-
helping
they-
your kid either way it go. Get your
Yeah.
kids. Like, you should have them as much as I do.
mhm.
And if it ain't like that, then you have to pay child support. And that's just the bottom line. You don't live with them 24/7. But whose fault is that you don't live with your kids? It ain't mine because you got whatever. People done talked out of her all kinds of stories, back taxes. I mean, not back taxes, shoot.
Back child support.
Back child support. It's been all kinds of excuses. Like somebody made them go do time in jail or something like that. Remember, we are talking about ordinarily, what is it? Regular people.
Mhm.
Regular people. We just talking about them kind of people.
Mhm.
And I done heard it all. Like, I just feel like it's not my fault you went to jail.
Mhm.
If you wasn't in jail, you would have been able to take care of your child. So the time that you're in jail,
The choices
I
you
had
made.
to step up and do your part and my part.
Mhm.
So they when they get out and you finally get on your feet and get you a job and you owe back child support.
Mhm.
That's from the years that you didn't take. You like what's wrong?
Yeah.
Why can't people think like that?
Yeah.
The time that you wasn't able to do for that child.
Yeah.
The mom had to
It
pick
shouldn't
up.
be nothing to talk about.
It's her job as much as it's your job. That's just the bottom line.
Yep.
That's just how I feel at the end of the day.
Mhm.
And people is off the chain. So you have to stop talking about child support because you don't deserve no money back. So if your baby mama giving you some money out of that, then hey, because you done got your whole tax, you done got your whole taxes taken. Like, be grateful because for real, she didn't have to do that.
Right.
Because all the years that you not putting in,
She's doing.
she deserved that from the back pay.
Yeah.
She deserved that because she had to make sure that the kids had. She had to make sure that they lived. You know, other than that, like, there would be.
Some of them be hollering, oh, you was on the government assistance and all that, like.
So
okay,
what? I had to do what I had to do.
We gotta get back.
That's why you own child support probably in the beginning, because they force it. They don't play them games.
They sure do.
At the end of the day, you gonna have to do what you gotta do.
They gotta take care of your kids. Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna take
So
care.
you basically owe them and you owe me. And then another situation, if you don't, they cut you and your kid off medical. If you don't comply with what's going on, like, I just feel like men just need to open their eyes and realize it's not our fault that you went to jail. It's not our fault that you had a kid, went to jail, and now you owe back child support. Because I had to find ways to be able to go help me at the times that I couldn't work to take care of your child. I'm just over it.
It's never enough.
It's never, yeah.
Being an active father
20,
is
50 a week. That's not gonna raise no kid. That ain't gonna raise nobody for $200 a month. Can you eat off for $200 a month? And then they kill me, act like you supposed to send them some money while they up in prison and stuff.
Right, yeah.
Like, oh no.
So you want me to give you that money back? In other words.
I just feel like men just need to wake up and smell the coffee at the end of the day. Child support is set there for a reason.
Know that.
In that case, pay what you owe. And if you wasn't there 10 years out of that child's life and you owe back pay, then that's your fault. You should have got a damn job, or nowadays they don't give a fuck where you're getting the money from. So all you had to do is pay your child support.
For real.
$50 a week. Like I said, that's not gonna take care of no kid.
Yeah.
So
ain't.
it is what it is. There I go.
So that's my spiel.
Period.
I think you said it all for real though.
Yeah.
Like,
I tried to make sure I cover. I had to think a little
but
bit.
it's not always that they in jail either. It be they just bull crapping around and ain't paying it and just get backed up. Wow. Yeah.
Well, it's sad when you got kids around and just want to put their input on it. Well, teenagers.
Yep.
Lord. All right, y'all. We're going to wrap this on up.
You already knowing.
All right.
We ain't making no noise, y'all.
Period.
Nope.
All right, we're going to be out. See y'all next time. Thank y'all for watching it. Make sure y'all do our Facebook group. Instagram.
Yep. And like these videos, comment down below.
Yes. Tell us how y'all feel about that, because guaranteed, I know a lot of people have these problems. All right. Deuces. We out.